Hello and welcome back. Today is Monday, November 11th. I have your 4 best bets. That's 3 player prop plays and 1 same game parlay that I absolutely love here tonight in the NBA. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. It just takes a few seconds and it makes me know you like the content. 5-game NBA slate. This is just like NFL kickoff, all the games at noon Central Time. It's just like that. All these games being played at 7 p.m. Central Time. Highest over-under of the day, Bulls-Cavs. Gotta love that great matchup. OKC versus the Clippers. That's a fun game as well. Closest spread is the Spurs and Kings and Nets, and I think the Pelicans as well. So we got some close games, high over-under matchups, 5-game slate. All going to end at once. I cannot wait for this day. Before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap this weekend's awesome weekend from me, and let's just jump into it. 0-4 weekend from me on the weekend. Holy crap. I don't know what's worse. Would you rather have what happened Saturday where I went 0-2 and they all got hooked, where we had Donovan Mitchell over 23, finished at 22. Zach LaVine over, I think it was, we needed 20. He had finished with 18. Or would you rather happen with Sunday where we went 0-2, Luka Doncic, rebounds, assists. He had an assist day, but not the points day. I think he had 9 plus assists. Finished the game with like 20-something points, hit the under on that, and then Damian Lillard, 25.5. It was a Giannis game through and through. I think Dame finished with 14. I was at the zoo yesterday, so I missed that early game, but the late game was like watching paint dry with Luka shoot the ball. It was a Kyrie game through and through, but those Nuggets were letting anyone but Luka score, so maybe it was just an assist game. Hand up, might be a Luka band on points and just do assists and rebounds going forward, but that was last week, 9-13 on the week. Not the most fun. I think it was 26 and 30 on the year. Not the most fun. But today's a new week. Happy Veterans Day. Brand new week. Feeling good and feeling great. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, gonna be in that Clippers OKC matchup here. Over under open at 217. Now at 218, leading even more up. I think it's gonna get to 219 before we know it. Return of a king. Guy was drafted by this Oklahoma City, got traded away, 2-time MVP, going with James Harden. Over 14.5 rebounds, assists, coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. Let's jump into it. Last time they played Oklahoma City, James Harden did have 20 rebounds, assists this season. He's got this over 7 for his last 10 games so far this season as well, averaging 17.1 rebounds, assists, coming off of a 19 rebounds assist night with 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Why I like this matchup so much is Oklahoma City's are giving the most rebounds to the point guard position. Now they lose Chet Holmgren, so they're going to even go smaller ball against this Clippers team that already is rocking a small ball lineup. So I think tonight's going to be a faster paced game, equaling more rebound opportunities for James Harden down low. Without another big man, he can go down there down low. And the assists, he's always due for a 10 assist game overall. He's got this over 5 for his last 7 games versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, averaging 16 rebounds, assists per game. Why I love it so much is the last 3 games, the usage rate has gone back up. There was a nice lull for a few games there where his usage rate went back down to 20. It's now back to 3 straight 35% usage rate games, so James Harden will have that ball in his hand. Good correlation with that is he's had a potential of 14.3 potential assists per game this season, so he has an opportunity just to get it over on assist alone, but the rebound opportunities as well has been there. He's averaging 11 rebounds per game this season. Now they rebound chances. Now they have a hurt Chet Holmgren who's not playing, smaller ball lineup. He's got this over 2 for his last 3 road games as well, averaging 17.3 rebounds, assists. My projections have him at 15 rebounds, assists tonight. So I think this is a great spot for James Harden to get the passes, get the rebounds, get the passes going down low to Zubac, and getting this over a 14.5 rebounds, assists for us. For my second best bet, going to be in that Bulls-Cavs matchup. I'm coming back. He scored 18 for us last game. I'm back for it. I'm going with Zach LaVine. Over 19.5 points, coming in at minus 106 on FanDuel. Cleveland's around the 4th most points to the small forward position. Zach LaVine is coming back from an injury, but I didn't see any fall off other than him taking 3 less shots last game where he only scored 18 points for us. But the only fall off was 3 less shots. He played 3 less minutes than normal last game as well. So I didn't really see that big of a change for his playing time overall, even after this injury. He's got us over 5 for his last 7 games this season, averaging 22 points per game. He's got us over 5 for his last 7 games against the Cavs, averaging 21.7 points per game. Highest over-under of the day, 237. My projections have him at 20.5 points today, so we're right on the money on the season. He is shooting more shots than he did last year. Last season, he only averaged 14. Now he's up to, 16 and a half field goal attempts per game. So Zach LaVine has a good history of it scoring. I think the Bulls, they're pushing the pace a lot. So a lot of point opportunities here tonight. So I like Zach LaVine over 19 and a half points. For my third best bet, going to be in the Nets-Pelicans matchup, the lower over-under of the day, but one of the closer spreads of the day. But I'm going back to a guy this season that has been, I think he's been pretty good for us overall, and that's Dennis the Menace. I'm going with Dennis Schroeder, over 15 and a half points, coming in at minus 120 on FanDuel. The Nets are a competitive basketball team this season. If you haven't seen it, they are. They're 8-2 against the spread. I love that even more with Dennis Schroeder helping this team score points. He's gotten this over 7 for his last 10 games this season, averaging 20.1 points per game. He either scores below 10 points with the 2 games, I believe, other than the first game of the season where he dropped 13, he's either scoring 20, he's gotten that 7 of the times, or less than that 2 of the times where he scored less than 10. 3 straight 20-point games, steady playing time. He's all season, he's playing 35-plus minutes per game. Love that. My projections have him at 17.6 points per game. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 3 games this season against the Western Conference, averaging 27 points per game. Steady field goal attempts. We're only needing over 15 and a half, and this guy's getting about 14.6 field goal attempts per game. The last 3 games, he's had 15, 23, and 14 shots in those matchups. So he's taking a lot of volume. He's playing a lot. These Nets team is a competitive team. They're looking to lean on Dennis Schroeder to score him points or facilitate the offense. So I like the spot for Dennis the Menace over 15 and a half points. For my fourth and final play of the day, and for my same game parlay, these 4+ plays come up to almost plus 200 odds. But this game, for such a high over/under of the Bulls-Cavs matchup, you got to take something in this game. And so I got 4 plays here that I absolutely love. Let's just show you. Donovan Mitchell, 20+ points. He's got us over 8 for his last 11 games this season, averaging 22.5 points per game. He's got us over 7 for his last 9 against the Bulls, averaging 33 points per game. The Bulls are allowing the 3rd most points to the shooting guard position, so Donovan Mitchell has a great spot here. Zach LaVine, 15+ points. I love him over 19.5. He should get us to 15 points tonight. He's got us over 7 for his last 7 games against the Cavs, 6 for his last 7 games this season. And the Cavs are allowing the 4th most points per game to the small forward position. So Zach has a great matchup. We need Darius Garland, 6+ assists. Chicago is allowing the most assists per game to the point guard position. Garland has gotten us over 8 for his last 11 games this season and 5 for his last 7 against the Bulls, averaging 7 assists per game. And then Josh Giddey, 4+ assists. He's gotten us over 9 for his last 10 games, averaging 7 assists per game for this Bulls team. He's gotten us over 3 for his last 6 versus the Cavs with 2 straight 6+ assist games for him. Gotta love it. These 4+ plays come up to plus 192 odds on FanDuel. Those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA. Hopefully we bounce back from this weekend that was one to forget. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. It just takes a few seconds. While you're down there, let me know what your favorite play of the day could be in the NFL game tonight. Great matchup, Dolphins-Rams, or in these 5 NBA games. Beautiful slate overall in the NBA. Beautiful week. Let's just start us off with a great 4-0 sweep. That would be awesome. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.